Hi, you all. Welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a Taurus reading. So let's get into it here. Taurus, I did a reading for you the other day. And I saw that you were interested in an earth sign here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or somebody who's well off. Okay. That reading just keeps sticking to me. So I'm feeling a little bit not insecure, but like, you sure? Okay, you sure? Like, I feel like there's something about like, are you sure? Do you want to like let that person go? Because when I be doing your readings here, I do see that you are interested in someone, but you're not able to provide, okay, financially, spiritually, and physically. Okay, you're not able to. You're worried that you lack in something, and I do see that you know what you lack. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles here. So you could be keeping things to yourself here, financially, physically, spiritually. Okay, I'm seeing that you're getting ready to open something that you're keeping to yourself. We have the Eight of Wands here as well. I'm also getting to Taurus, you could be thinking about getting somebody in trouble, or somebody's in trouble, or you're like, why is this person not in trouble? Okay, like, no. Yeah. So I feel like that's not on your mind though, but that could be coming into, I feel like there's something with the Four of Pentacles here. We have the Eight of Wands here. I also would say like go watch my other channel too as well, because I'm going to be doing a reading about the song Strange Magic. So when Strange Magic comes in here, Strange Magic is about you not being a vibrational match for someone, and things, you're going to have a better relationship than the last person, because this person was like living and breathing lacking energy here. Okay, the Eight of Wands is here. We have the Two of Cups here. So I see that Taurus here, you could be wanting to talk to somebody that you didn't want to talk to before, or you couldn't talk to before. I see that you and this person are on the same page, like I would like to talk again. Yeah, I would like to see each other again here. There's some type of like, yeah, you're getting ready to like text somebody, email somebody. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords here and the Six of Wands here. Yeah, everyone is saying for you to like talk to somebody again or see somebody again. Like, I see that both of you guys are on the same page. Like, people are just saying like, hey, go talk to this person, go see them. This seems very specific here. This could be also in general too as well, whether like the Two of Cups here, like people you didn't talk to, people you cut off, or like or situations you just was like, okay, let me just like leave on a back burner. I'm seeing that people are telling you, in the collective energy, just telling you to go back and revisit that. Okay, and you're the only one, but also I do see too as well, Taurus, other people were like in that energy, but was kind of hesitant. They were like living a double life here with you. But Taurus, I see that you're the only one that made up your mind. Yeah, we have the Fool here. You're the only one that made up your mind and took a leap of faith and just decided to go swing that way. I don't know what this is about per se with the Four of Pentacles. I just see that you're getting ready to like go back to the past energy, or things that you just decided to leave for later. Okay. I do feel like you didn't spend a lot of time on something too as well. Like, you need to spend a little bit more time on a subject or on a person and on a situation. Because I feel like you went all the way in. You went very far with the particular person and the situation here, and you didn't spend a lot of time with a person and or situation. I feel like this is with the Four of Pentacles here is because this person wasn't providing as much. This person wasn't providing, or situation wasn't providing as much. Like, it wasn't a lot of it just wasn't for you. Okay, you wasn't a vibrational match. You felt like the person and or the situation was a vibrational match for you, so you was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna like think about you, but I'm not going to go towards you. Okay, we have the High Priest in reverse here. So this is your energy here. This is Taurus energy. So your mores and your values is changing here. Okay, like now you are accepting or open to like certain belief systems, certain ways of doing things, talking to certain people. Okay, like you're open now. And I'm seeing other people are open to this as well. And so I feel like, you know, you've grown quietly, subconsciously too as well. Your subconscious was trying to program you. Your subconscious was trying to tell you to do something. To do this here. Over energy, we have the Five of Swords and we have the Death card here. Yeah, because I feel like maybe the person you're dealing with or the energy that you're in, it's a lot of mind games. You know, and with the Death card here, it's going to end in a disaster, like a breakup, a separation, a termination, firing, you needing to move on. Like, this is going to be, whatever you were in here, it was one of those things where it was like, you never want to do something again. Like, you never want to see that person, you never want to do something again. Like, I don't know why it was like this here. I just feel like, you know, there's just a lot of animosity. And also, to be quite honest, like where you were before here, there was no land. Okay, with the Five of Swords here, right? Like, you know, I actually just, well, I'm not gonna say that, but you know, there's nothing in maybe your home, your apartment, in your room, okay, in your car. Like, it was a lot of swords. Okay, so if it's a lot of swords here, then you already know what time is it. And then we have the Death card here. Somebody's gonna pass away. Somebody's gonna die. There's gonna be something here. Okay. Now, listen, people also too, they like to not read the energy. They like to like, you know, cover up. And sometimes they get confused. Like, okay, you know, I'm wearing like the color red. Okay, I'm wearing the color purple or brown, right? And it's like, well, everybody else is like seeing that this is a sword, not a butter knife. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you seeing that this is a sword knife? Why are you, you know, bringing a butter knife to a sword fight? You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make any sense. And I feel like where you were at here, you were like the butter knife and they were like swords. And I feel like, you know, Taurus, Spirit wants you to pay attention to the fact that something was a lot more abundant than you think. Okay, like Four Pentacles here, your stash here, that's a nice ass. Wherever you stash and whatever you stash here, that's a really nice bag. Okay, that's a really nice suitcase. That's a really nice dresser. Okay, like whatever it was here, it was really nice. And the people and you being the ringleader, some of you, I feel like this could be, I don't want to say, I don't know if this is your ex. I don't know if this is a past situation, okay? I don't know, but the Four of Pentacles is making me feel like a past energy, something you keep in the dark, something with the moon energy. And I feel like this energy is trying to tell you, Taurus, like, not everything is black and white, okay? That's what the energy is trying to tell you. Not everything is black and white, because if you knew, okay, especially somebody was watching you with the page with the Princess of Swords here, they were watching what was going on in your love life. They were watching what was going on with your children. They were watching on how you were reminiscing or how you were feeling in a household or around a situation. I'm not gonna lie, you had somebody that gave you something or you obtained something and they wanted to see how relaxed you were, okay, with them and the situation and your children. And so they based their analysis, their investigation through how much they fucked with you with the Five of Swords here. That's why you have favorites. That's why you have people who they talk to a lot. That's this energy. And Spirit was like, listen, Taurus, I know you think that this is the right way to go. I know you mean well, but whatever you have, especially whatever you just stored or whatever you just, I know you mean well, but let me tell you something. This is the Two of Cups here. This is friendly energy, okay? We're friends, we're cool. It's a statement of like, you know, for example, because I feel like this is something about smoking weed, right? I'm not talking about meth. I'm getting something about like smoking. This can also be about like maybe a savings account, because that's what I'm seeing too as well. Or a bank account or something about the bank, right? This could be also something about maybe a particular brand when it comes to knives or just things in general here. Something is not completely black and white, because I feel like, Taurus, someone is trying to come in your past here. A person, situation is trying to build friendship, okay? Is trying to build togetherness. Is trying to build a homey energy, okay? And wherever you're at here, somebody was watching how relaxed you were, right? Like if you was an experiment, okay? Like if you was an experiment here. And you are not an experiment. The people in the collective are not an experiment. And based on your analysis, your data here, you want to come in and tit for tat. You want to fuck with me. And you yourself is not 100% amazing, right? You are not yourself, okay? You're living in flaws. Whether the 5% is because somebody's going through hormonal changes, whether the 5%, whether the 5 of Swords is because somebody's going through hormonal changes, or this person just wants to do it just because, Spirit is saying no. Because where you were at before, it wasn't 5 of Swords. It was clear that y'all was on the same page. It was clear y'all was talking. It was clear that y'all was keeping things to yourself. And the truth is that, hey, I can go out and go make friends this way. I can go out and go talk to people in that way. You know what I'm saying? It's not completely black and white. So I do see that you're taking a leap of faith here, and you're moving into new morals and values here. And I'm also getting like you also want to talk to somebody too as well. I'm hearing don't play yourself. Yeah, the Magician here. You're manifesting this energy, and you're telling people everywhere you go here that I'm going to go in this direction because this is what's going to bring unity and friends. And people who just wants to have a great time and chill and relax. It could be so many different things, not just smoking weed, okay, or cigarettes or whatever you do here, okay? It could be so many different. This can also be like you want to go back to the gym because it was so friendly over there, right? Or a particular gym, right? This could be also about family, right? Children, something that's more like educational possibly if it was more friendly and more forthcoming. Canada energy, right? Welcoming, leaving your doors open, right? We have the Queen of Pentacles here. Virgos, I was thinking about a Virgo too. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. Okay, so Taurus, this is you. You're in this feminine energy. You're probably embodying the energy of people that you were messing with before and in the future. Okay, these people have their own situation. Right, this is their own money, their own companies. This Queen of Pentacles, she has children, right? She has her own business, okay? She's very confident. She has rich resources, lucrative resources. And I hear I was about to say Tyra Banks. And I hear Taurus here, you're just like, I don't got time for that here. I don't got time for that here, okay? You're just like, I don't like that, like, nice shit or that up shit, okay? Some of y'all do, but y'all need to get there, okay? Because I feel like something is a very humbling experience here. Something dry land, something off. So let's get into it here. We have Mercury. Okay, communicate, analyze, let your mind tell you how it is, when it should be the awareness of many thoughts about or from many words. This should be a food for thought. That's what I was getting to. Like, this is like, Solomon and Gomorrah not turning around, okay? Excuse me. You left the area, you left the vibration and the frequency. Don't turn back around because you need to be aware of what's happening in front of you, okay? You need to be aware of the situation is what I'm getting. Okay, and right now we have communication, Mercury here. There's a lot of like talking and analyzing, okay, and you're asking things or communicating things that is not that's not important, okay? What you need to be doing is moving away and moving with purpose. Someone is not your friend, the situation is not your friend, okay? It's not habitable, then it's not habitable. Move to a different vibrational frequency and or energy. Over energy, we have Saturn here. Be realistic about, be concerned about, you must wait before you can, okay? When it should be the maturity. At the end of the day, in the collective, whatever you're dealing with here, there should be a mature stance. Because anybody, any person, any situation is capable of something. You could just mature. Why the 5 of Swords? Why so serious? Okay, there's no reason why it can't be the way how you were doing it before, but you know what, Taurus, you have to go back in your stash. Okay, we have in Aries here, energies to meet the challenge of your desires regarding, resulting from honest and strength of, right? So Taurus, we have in Aries and Mercury, right? So a problem is coming to you here. Now, Taurus, you know what I'm getting to, Taurus? For some of y'all, I'm getting like, you know, maybe you didn't use your, you didn't use your discernment. Okay, like I feel like you're doing a lot of like you have a situation, you have a problem that's coming to you here, and you're telling somebody how it is instead of being aware, okay, of like what somebody is saying, what somebody is doing, okay, like what's your reasoning. Okay, I feel like that's what's going on here. You need to be mindful of like what somebody's saying, and maybe you are also like being aware of that. Okay, but I still feel like whatever somebody is saying or doing, it's not that it's irrelevant, but it's not enough to say like shut the whole situation down. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I went through a situation. You know, no, that's okay. Never mind. But anywho's, yeah, it's not enough to like shut the whole situation down. Okay, but I just feel like spirit is just trying to tell you, like, look at things from a different perspective. This is not no time to be in this hangman energy, because like there's nothing to look at things from a different perspective if you were just wrong. Okay, you live in an apartment, you live in a house where everything is broken, but you said that everything was on point, like everything was like good. But I signed the contract and it's like, well, and we were having a great time, so I know you're not gonna go and like, you know, foul or go like break your lease. You're just gonna deal with it because I was so nice to you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that person's wrong. You're like, absolutely, I'm gonna move. You know, or absolutely, I'm gonna just go purchase a house. You know, I feel you guys are like, oh, what do you mean? At the end of the day, this person is not high vibration and or not on a high vibration and or frequency. Okay, and that right there in itself is the Five of Swords energy. Like you're playing games. Okay, you're playing games, and you know, if you're playing games, and I'm just gonna go elsewhere where it wasn't a lot of playing the games. Okay, like it was just something that was, like, you know, more communicative. Yeah, because yeah, somebody playing around with you a lot, Taurus. Okay, we have with the trust of a child, fun, romance, and making art to do it dramatically. This could be something about school too as well. Maybe you have a kid, and your kid is in school. I would say to change your kid's school. Okay, yeah, definitely change your kid's school when you can. Okay, because I don't see that something is that bad, but I do feel like you need to just be aware that something like it is a challenge, right? If something is not good, okay? The school, the home, the babysitting, it's just not good, okay? So go to something that was a lot more like Two of Cups energy. Okay, we have the fifth house here. The fifth house is Leo energy, so it should be the power of love, investment, gambling, and other games, your creation. So this is like PE meeting, speaking of children, right? Like go to the PE meeting, make sure you have like regular updates, right? Not just like parent teacher conference here. Like make sure you show up for PE every Sunday or every Friday, like get involved. Okay, the more you are involved, the more situations involved, Taurus, the more you can be involved in this energy, because where you're going here, there's a lot of involvement, a lot of interaction. Okay, good publicity, bad publicity, but I see that this is right here for you, Taurus, really good publicity. And you're in this like, you know, double world energy. Okay, you're in between worlds energy, so you have to, you know, fully transition for the moment and, you know, make your point with everybody else here, because there's a lot more voices here, okay, in this other direction. Make your point, and then you can go to the other side. And you're going to be saying a lot of shit too, Taurus, when you do this right. Hey, you know, you're really dry. There's always a fucking problem with you. You know, there's always tit for tatting. You're always saying but. Nobody wants to hear that if you're like, you know, selling a product here, or you're telling people to live here, or you're telling people it's okay. Like there's always something up your sleeve. There's always something. There's always some type of excuse, you know. You're not just like living in the moment and co-creating, right? You're passive aggressive all the time. Like who wants to be around that? Just remain calm and chill, take it day by day, and have a great time. Okay, you're feeling you're having a tough time. The only time I should be recognizing if there's like a problem is like you're stressed out and you're not telling me something. That's the only type of problem that we should be having in our relationship. Everything else should be perfect. Okay. But this energy, there's a lot of like and then we do this, and then we do that, and then we do this, and then we, like, you know, no. Like, no, that's okay. I might also maybe thinking about, like, yeah, we have full moon in Capricorn. Take a reality check. Capricorns is about, you know, achievement here. Capricorns is about achievement. Over our energy, we have last quarter moon in Taurus. Be proud of yourself. Exactly. Because Taurus, you're doing it right. You know, you're doing really well. It's just that the people, places, and things here you're fucking with here is not doing it well. And you're, again, once you fully transition and do all that extra stuff here, with full moon in Capricorn, take a reality check here. This is about people, places, and things saying like, okay, I need to take a reality check with your ass. Make sure you do it in a high vibrational way. Okay, Taurus? But yeah, you need to be proud of yourself because you're taking a reality check. You're doing this here. But other people are not doing this here. And it could be a Capricorn. It could be a Capricorn that's moving funny. A Capricorn energy and full moon Capricorn, you see everybody. You see all these persons. You see this person's toxic ways. No. Okay, we have new moon in Leo here. Yeah, something about a child, or something about like just having fun. Okay, being in this full energy, that's gonna shine. Okay, that's gonna shine. Okay, I'm also getting like somebody's friend is saying that for some of you, somebody's saying that somebody's ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend here did it right. Like, it's in this overall energy, because like overall, like something's in the background. Okay, so like so anytime your ex-girlfriend, your ex-boyfriend, your ex-wife, your ex-husband was in the background, they did it right. Because at the end of the day, it's coming off in a reality. I gave you your time. I gave you your space. We hung out. We did this. We did that. But like when somebody keeps coming around all the time, and that person's in the background all the time, or they're saying something in the background all the time, that means that two people need to take a reality check. That means two people need to take a reality check, and that there's something going on. And that's also another way how you can play chess, not checkers. Okay? Because that's how you can know you could kill two birds with one stone. I set your ass up. So what's the truth, and what's really your original truth? Okay, because I just caught your ass in that kind of truth here, and I caught your ass in the truth that in your intentions from day one. So this is how some of y'all Taurus, y'all on that type of time. That's something that y'all need to think about, because I'm definitely getting like, if you going head to head, you showing up, and you know. So what was your original intentions when you have people moving here, people living here, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, jobs, okay, like what was your that's a whole situation. But after that, y'all going back, y'all already have a nice place to stay at, be with, platonic, romantic, financial, whatever. Y'all already have a nice little situation, little situation, you know what I'm saying? So it's just that you need to know that you're not doing anything wrong, and you should be very proud of yourself, and you know, take a reality check in what you were dealing with or going towards, okay? Because you need to go back. The backwards is, you know, the future for you, okay, Taurus? So that's all that I have for you. Again, it's not black and white, and it's not linear, okay? So I don't know who from the past. I don't know what from the past. I don't know when from the past. I have no idea, but it's resonating with you how far back or how much you should be going in your stash, okay? Okay, so that's all that I have for you. I hope you guys enjoy. Remember to like, subscribe, to share, look in the description box below, see what I have to offer you. Check out my Instagram. And until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye.